This week we're in Central Florida at our parents' house, where we built our very own skate park in their backyard. And we've literally skated every inch of this property. And this is the story of how it all went down. How we won $10,000, how we met Bam Margera and got invited to his house.
I was like, who in the f are the Derns? They do not stop.
And how we had the world's greatest skateboarding quarantine. Skating over the hot tub. I think that was Dalton's idea.
It's a swamp tub now.
Yeah, no, thankfully we got this thing for 60 bucks off offer up. And the lady told me it fully worked, but when we got it here, all the cords were chewed out by rats. But it ended up being great for our video.
The first day, you guys were just pushing at it as hard as you could.
That was so hard to do.
You kickflipped over it?
Yeah.
I back 180'd it like that.
There's more tricks you guys wanted to do, so we set up the ramp on the tree.
Yeah, that made it 10 times easier.
Craziest banks. I think that was the first like structured ramp that we made for the whole thing.
Yeah, but the hardest part about this, if your board goes in the water, then it's just like you gotta wait for like 10 minutes for your board to dry. And
it happened to me.
I jumped in there on purpose.
Yeah.
You did Crail 180?
Yeah. I set up the box on the other side. I did Gap 5.0 on it.
Yeah, that was sick. And then setting the rail across it. I backlit fakie day.
You 270 lipped it.
That was one of the scariest tricks that I had to do, for sure. And the front blunt actually felt really good.
I did board transfer over it twice for the two angles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks sick.
I tried to front three it.
Yeah! This is the tree right here. We had to build the ramp up the step in between these bushes over here.
Well, the tree's not even here anymore.
Didn't you like nose pick into the ramp right here?
Oh yeah, that was scary too.
This is the car, 360'd over that we were talking about earlier. It's the perfect car to go over. It's so tight and small. This is a childhood swing set that we've had for forever. It was even at our old house.
You got it for your 5th birthday.
Yeah, was it my 5th birthday we got this? Oh, 3rd birthday.
Oh.
I had the idea to put some wood up there, which was pretty sketchy. I was worried about these things breaking.
I remember you stepped on the ladder right here, and just this first one just fell through.
Yeah. Don't do it, don't do it. Oh, no way. No, it's going, it's breaking. Ah!
Yeah, I did the hippie jump over the slide, and then it pans up, and Dalton, you did the hand plant thing off the top.
I got a feeble kickflip on this thing.
That was like one of the only things I fucked up filming of him, because I was filming in 30 frames per second. But everything else was shot in 4K 60, all on our iPhones. We didn't have a camera at the time, so people are surprised when we tell them, yeah, the entire video was filmed on my iPhone, and then I had one of those Deathland fisheyes for your phone that all the fisheye clips were filmed on. But it turned out pretty good. And then we lit it on fire one time and did like double grind and try to high five.
We did do it.
Yeah, we did it, but that didn't get used in the video.
I don't think it turned out as good as we thought it was gonna look.
We had a bunch of gallons of water to the side just in case.
I think we had to keep like putting out the fire and retrying it. It probably took like over an hour to get that one shot, and only like 4 attempts.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we first made this thing, the funnest trick was to just frontside flip it. Got a frontside flip to disaster on Instagram. And then I got a frontside flip to Smith for the edit. We took the handrail off and we put it up here, and yeah, I got a Smith across. I was stoked on that one. That was fun. Then I took it and put it across here and launched out, got a feeble over the box here and then back in. And then we set it up over here and I got a board side yank to fakie on it. Was stoked on that. That was fun. There's definitely more possibilities to do with that thing. I think I ended up even setting up on top of the hubba.
We throw a lot of parties here, so we had a couple of kegs. They were empty, but they were just laying around, and we wanted to get as creative as possible, so we started skating the kegs.
Double kegger. That was kind of hard to get speed for, and then to finally get the right truck. We also ended up doing, shortly after that, I aired up and tapped a beer cap off his beer.
Yeah, we didn't send that to the barracks edit, but that
Yeah,
was a
because we
funny
just
one.
posted that one straight to Instagram.
Yeah, but that was filmed during
That
the
was
quarantine.
the bottle, what was it, the bottle cap challenge everyone
Yeah.
was doing at the time?
Well,
I think it was a little after it though.
we still thought it was a fun clip to get.
Also, we've had this hamburger that's been hanging around in our back.
Our whole life.
Yeah, our entire life. And my dad, he was like, "You guys can skate that." I was like, "No way." So I was like, "Heck yeah, let's see what we can do with this thing." And I had the idea that maybe I could hand plant this thing, you know. This content.
That was a really cool one. One of my favorites you did for sure. The one you did was like a full hand plant.
So yeah, Dalton did the double keg nose pick, and we all wanted to do a keg trick.
I just set it on the pyramid and nollied over it and then came back and wallied it.
I like to get creative, so I did the barrel roll, the board transfer.
Yeah, that was
where
cool.
I ran across on the keg.
You really utilized the keg on that one.
This was a cool one because we all three got to do it. We should have done more stuff like that.
Yeah, we got a triples clip. We had the pole jam that right here that we just hammered coping in. It was the same coping that I used for the shed.
We got a couple angles of it, and then you really wanted a fisheye angle of us pole jamming over your phone. And I was like, Kanaan, I'm not consistent at this.
I was like, no, we got it.
And then I went for it in my board. Of course,
Yeah.
that's the one I didn't make.
Yeah, you like wrapped or something and fully scratched the fisheye. So after that, there were no more fisheye clips that we filmed.
Over here, you did the bigger pole jam gap.
Yeah, I thought I could go further.
This one was sick. It was like a real spot.
I put the pole jam in right here and did the gap.
Yeah, you landed on the concrete, and it was sketchy
Yeah.
because you had that skate line right there. That I was worried you were gonna.
Yeah,
clip
I
it.
had to put like weight on it to make it stay down. I also put a kicker ramp right here and a bunch of sheets of skate light. I was trying to tray flip this gap onto the sidewalk.
That is
I
so
ollied it.
hectic.
That's one of the ones I didn't get for the quarantine video. I wish I would have got.
So we were filming already for a few weeks, and Dalton gets this DM from this dude named Lonnie. He was filming a video at the time with Brandon Novak. I guess Brandon saw a clip of Dalton doing a front blunt slide at Maitland Quarters, which is a local Orlando street spot.
He sent it to Lonnie because Lonnie's his filmer. He's like, hey, you know where the spot is? He goes, yeah, that's in Florida.
Lonnie ended up remembering that he met Dalton a long time ago.
He's like, oh, I've met him before, but when he was a kid, our mom actually gave him a ride at a contest. He came with us to the after party, and he told me that he's like, yeah, Novak just saw that clip, and he was stoked, and he wants to skate that spot with you. And I was like, what? That's crazy. Novak, like, you know, Vivo Bam and everything. Of course, we watched all that stuff, and we were hyped. Of course, I'm down, you know. I was like, oh yeah, let's do it, you know, I'll show you guys around.
Novak ended up getting a couple tricks on our ramp for the part he was working on. I think Novak took a gnarly slam on our ramp too when he was there.
Yeah. Oh no.
When Novak and Lonnie came into town, it was like a little vacation from the 6 weeks that we were filming here too. So we got to take a break and hit the streets too, because we were literally just skating here every day. It was insane. We were starting to miss street skating. We went over to Maitland Quarters.
And Novak did the blunt 1 foot.
Brandon's super cool to skate with, well-rounded.
So after Lonnie, Novak, and the crew left, we got straight back to it. I think the very next day, we were back on the roof ready to film some more.
This was insane that we made this happen. This was a structure here. But yeah, we had speed where you had to drop in off the roof, go land into this bank perfectly, and then have enough speed to comfortably want to launch out of the ramp onto here. Once you had it figured out, it ended up working pretty well. It was fun to just do grabs up here, so I got a tail grab up there and then rolled off. I got to get a clip with Dad. Launched up, did like a nose grab, tail scraper thing, and then indied in, and he got his flawless shot like always.
And then you tried to make a shot after, and that was the funniest part of the raw edit.
Dalton tries to shoot a shot, and well, he just stick to skateboarding.
Yeah, Dad.
We did it! No, you stick to skateboarding. I'll shoot back.
I think we were trying other stuff.
You were trying late shove.
Yeah, I was trying late shove. But yeah, I never ended up getting anything besides just airing up it. For how much speed you came with coming down the roof, and that quarter pipe is like a really tight transition, so it's really hard to do anything other than just like airing up. Here's one we could do one day that I wanted to do during the quarantine, is put the quarter pipe right here and build a wall that went up so we could carve over the basketball hoop and maybe hold a basketball and shoot it in, but maybe that'll be a separate video one day.
I wanted to stall on this beam here somehow, like get 2 trucks on there.
Oh, that'd be cool, like oververt style.
Yeah. This is something I've always been eyeing out, was just, I basically wanted to just get a giant Ollie.
Oh my goodness.
That is so high up there. Almost 2 of you, like the height of that.
Felt like it. Craziest part about the whole thing was I was skating this wall rail doing Swish 180 5-0.
Before the quarantine.
I landed in the wall and I cracked my toe up, and it's still permanently like that on my left foot. So the entire time of the quarantine I was dealing with that, and I couldn't even fit my foot into my shoe, so I would take my insole out or cut it in half so I could fit my toe in there. It was a struggle. I wasn't able to skate the way that I wanted to, but I was able to make it happen.
The one you made, you tail dropped off the little smokestack over there.
Yeah, that helps me get fired up to be able to take the lead. Did it.
There was a few tricks I wanted to do that I knew I was capable of. One of them was I did 50-50 body varial out. I actually landed that when Brandon Novak and all of them came over.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I landed it that clean, so I did it again for the actual edit. Another one I really wanted to get was tray flip hippie jump. I battled that one. That one was pretty hard to figure out because it's not like a normal tray flip. You had to pop it differently than you would a normal tray flip and suck your legs up and then just figure out where to put your feet to land on it. I'm glad I made it happen.
We got 270 lifts back to back.
Yeah, that was a challenging one. He does it every try. It takes me a couple tries to get used to because I hug the edge as hard as I can over here to get the angle for it. So everyone always loves that one.
I got a kickflip lean on this hip. First try, which that trick, it's either I come out here and I do it first try or it takes me like 20 tries. I really want to do a line with the handrail and do it with a back nose blunt. I did the back nose blunt first try one time when I actually went for it. And then this next time it took me like 20 tries. It felt like it took forever. It was hard to get the lock in. I had Kanaan hold this thing up, got a 180 under the light.
This thing is way bigger in person.
Yeah.
You only wanted to do it once because you were afraid it was going to like put a hole through the fiber rider since it's made of fiberglass technically.
That thing
Yeah, I
was
don't think it's
strong though. It was pretty insane. It took that.
Yeah, I don't think it's made for that much impact.
You transferred from there into there. That was sick.
Yeah, that was a fun one. When you land in it, good. If you land it flat, it sucks. Got the front blunt. I did in a line. That's what
Yeah, I was following you filming that one.
Didn't you guys do a doubles trick on the fiber rider as well?
I just carved under him, but yeah, getting the timing right on that was hard.
That was scary to air high enough.
Another doubles thing we did, we set the quarter pipe like big channel gap style and did that back to back.
From that one to there.
Into this one.
This is on one of the corners of our property, this column. We set up some skate light and I did pop, shove it, foot plant, under flip.
Nice.
We were literally trying to skate like every corner of the property.
There's a private property, no trespassing sign. It doesn't happen as much anymore, but we used to always have kids just show up and start skating or like BMXing, and we're just like, guys, like, sorry, like, you can't just show up without asking. And if we don't know them too, we need them to sign waivers.
I remember one time I was the only one at the house. I was upstairs in my room editing. I just hear noise in the backyard. I'm like, oh, I guess my brothers got home early. And I look out and there was literally 20 kids BMXing out here.
Yeah, they just
And I
barged
was like,
it.
what? And I like walked out. I'm like, guys, what are you doing? And they were just looking at me like, who are you? And I'm like, who are you guys? Like, you guys can't be here. And this one dude's on the phone talking to someone like, oh yeah, hold on. We're getting kicked out. No, we're at the Apopka skate park right now. And I'm like, the Apopka skate park? This is our yard. Like,
This is the backyard.
like, get out of here. And I finally got him to leave. And I was like, dude, like, come to the front door at least and ask, but like, don't just show up into our yard and start skating or riding your bikes. Like,
It got so bad that I had to put a chain across the entire ramp. Sorry guys, this is not a public skate park.
This was a fun one. We've had this kink rail for a long time. I wanted to set it up somewhere where it could actually be like a handrail, so I thought that this was the best spot.
You front boarded it
Yeah.
to the drop.
I'm very sore right now, so this is an extra struggle.
So this is how I got up here. It's pretty easy. I don't think I've been up here since I did that. It even gives me the chills just being up here because it's just a death drop right here. I think this was the spot right here. Dropped in. It's hard to even imagine doing that right now. But we were like skating every single day, just in the zone here, doing so much stuff. So it was probably like the most on point I've ever been on my board.
Ew, the hot tub water is so gross right now.
The hot tub never worked, fun fact. Dalton would just take boiling water and pour it in there and make a warm tub.
All day.
Yeah, that's just a straight splat.
This is huge.
One of my favorite things you did was the slip and slide. Like, I don't understand how you went from sitting to landing on your board with your feet all soapy. I would not trust that.
It was definitely really scary. The most scary part about it was the piece of wood at the bottom getting wet from the soap, so that made it really slick.
Yeah.
I remember, I think I slammed a few times till I finally rolled away. All right, this I think was definitely the scariest obstacle that we skated because of the setup.
The roof rail. The most angry I've probably ever seen my dad is, I thought he was gonna be at work all day, but he decided to come home for lunch, and I had this whole entire wooden platform set up, and I had just screwed the rail into the roof. I was gonna patch it, and he comes home and he's like, "Get that shit off of my roof right now."
And then one day I come home and Kanaan's taken a rail and put it up on the top of the garage and bolted it down, and he's built this platform. And I'm like, "What are you doing, son? This is the roof. You're going to damage the roof." And I said, "Don't do it." I left anyway. Needless to say, it still got done.
So we avoided doing that for like a couple weeks, and I was like still in my head like, man, I want to do that so bad. Like, the roof rail seemed like the coolest thing to me. And then finally one day our dad went to work. I remember like calling him like, "Oh, hey Dad, how's it going? You like know where the shovel is?" Or like some random thing like, "Oh, are you coming home anytime soon?" Blah, blah, blah. And he said, "No, I won't be home till like 5 or 5:30. I'm like, "All right, we got all day to do this." And we brought all the wood up here, put the rail up, and we had to clean it up all before he got home at 5. So that one was like a mission for sure. And we were so tired after that.
Well, we didn't want to make Dad mad, so they asked me to cover for them. I had to call and make sure he didn't come home early that day so they could finish.
If you would have fallen off, you would have died. We were so high up.
Yeah. I thought it was crazy. You just went straight to flat. I had a bank ramp to go into.
I thought that was easier and less scary to be able to just take that.
Yeah, so the way I skated the rail, landed in a bank, then flat, and then had like a little step-up gap up there. But yeah, I did 50-50, then heel flip. The scariest part was just coming off the rail. Like, if you just like land and stick and just fly down, you're dead.
Yeah.
Somehow I did 5-0 first try and then did tray flip up the gap, which I'm so glad I did that first try because I did not want to 5-0 it again.
Wow.
First try!
First try!
So I'm so glad I didn't have to do that one again, because just landing into the roof off of the rail is the scariest part, because it's like, you know, roofs are soggy.
A little later when it rained, my roof leaked inside in the garage, so I had to, you know, fix the roof. But I knew all that was going to be done because the house needed a re-roofing, so it was cool. I survived that.
This is the brand new roof. It's all nice now. The shingles are all fresh.
Yeah, we haven't skated the roof since our dad had it redone.
And then a zip line over at the chimney.